Alright guys, what's up? Jay Lee here with another fragrance review. There's the moon, but can't really tell. So I'm going to be probably huffing and puffing because I haven't really been in the greatest shape lately, but as far as my lungs are concerned. But I'm going to be walking and doing this vlog, so I might be a little out of shape, might be a little out of breath. Apologize, but I think you're going to find some useful information with what I'm going to talk about as far as losing my voice, as far as this Cuba cologne. So what was it, Ross, about 2 weeks ago, and I picked up this Cuba Classic series, which pretty cool presentation. 4 big old cigars, 1.7 ounces. Came with Cuba Gold, Cuba Blue, Cuba Red, and Cuba Orange. So basically, when I first sprayed it, I was like, what the fuck is this? This stuff is synthetic trash. And it kind of mostly is. Cuba Gold has gotten a lot of hype, but I don't necessarily, I don't really see it so far. I haven't sat with it a bunch. I haven't really played with it a lot. So it may be that over time it's going to grow on me, but I doubt it. It smells all right. I mean, every one of these is a synthetic mess as far as like quality is concerned. I'm not even going to get into performance or projection because I didn't even spray any of this stuff on me. I sprayed it in my car initially, and I was like, holy shit, this is not appealing. So first of all, I'll just say this: Cuba Blue and Cuba Red are basically just trash, like really bad, like not even appealing whatsoever. It doesn't even technically smell good. But I will say that when I sprayed Cuba Gold and kind of mixed it with blue and red a little bit, it kind of smelled okay. Like it's just as far as like a general scent goes, but still, I don't think this is anything I would want on my skin. I don't think it's anything I would want to wear and actually pass it off like a good cologne or a good perfume or whatever. Like, I just don't think anybody in their right rational mind should be doing that with Cuba, with these Cuba scents. So with that said, I did like Cuba Orange. Ironically, everybody's hyping Cuba Gold and saying it smells like Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male. I don't know what Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male smells like, but I didn't get anything great out of Cuba Gold when I sprayed it in my car. I sprayed it a little bit ago on some paper, and it smelled synthetic. It smelled a little bit sweet, like Coca-Cola. Like it literally smelled like Coca-Cola. How Coca-Cola, the actual soda pop soft drink, smells. I literally smell Coca-Cola. So like I said, I've never smelled Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male, but the whiff that I got of Cuba Gold was exactly like Coca-Cola. I don't know if that's normal. Haven't studied it. Don't really care. I'm not really that interested in ever picking up Le Male. I don't know why. I just don't. It's not something I'm like, oh, cool. Maybe it's the presentation. I don't know. I'm just not interested in it. Even though people, particularly Jeremy Fragrance, has hyped it up a bunch. Really not a lot of other people have hyped Le Male up that much besides a couple. I think that female, I think her name is Demi Rawlings or something like that. Anyway, just was not something that was like my spider sense was going off and saying, yes, get that one, like a lot of other colognes where I'm like, yeah, I'm really interested in getting that. I just, for some reason, I've never been interested in getting Le Male. So really don't know what to compare it to as far as Cuba Gold is concerned, but I know that it's gotten a lot of hype, and I'm not seeing it. I'm not smelling it. I'm not smelling anything good about it. So like I said, picked up this classic, was at Ross, picked up this classic, Cuba Classic series or whatever it's called. It's got 4 1.7 ounces cigar shaped colognes. Very cool presentation. That's nice as far as your collection goes. But Are you really going to want to have these scents? I don't know. I don't think you're going to use them like real cologne. I don't think you're going to use them. At least I won't. I like the orange as far as a standalone. When I mix the blue, the red, and the Cuba Gold, it kind of smells intriguing a little bit, but nothing I would want on my skin, nothing I would want to wear. More like just something I would spray in my car as like an air freshener, or spray in my room as like a room freshener. That's about it. It's kind of got the new car scent a little bit. Yeah, I mean, that really is the gist of it. I like the Cuba Orange as far as like a new car scent goes. Like I can spray that. I can see myself spraying that in my room a few times, maybe in my car as an air freshener. It actually smells pretty similar to like an air freshener you would buy at a car parts store, at like an auto parts store. So yeah, man, that's my review of Cuba Classic colognes. Are they worth $10? How much do you pay for car fresheners? Probably $3 for like 3 of those little trees or whatever. Yeah, I guess that's a good deal if you're using it as a car freshener, because they're probably about as healthy and synthetic, or as unhealthy and synthetic, as one of those tree fresheners. I'm sure that's not even real, real like components in there. It's not even like real flower scent, or real, they're not really putting any real essential oils or whatever they put in colognes. It's not even anything real. Like when I spray this, it's just total synthetic. There's nothing natural about it. I guess you could, I'm gonna go check out the dry down in a minute, but I'm probably not going to be impressed. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, well, a lot of times it's synthetic at the start and blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, it is, but usually the dry down happens within 10 minutes. These smell really bad right off the bat, and I don't think they're going to get any better. In fact, I'm sure they're not. Because I sprayed it in my car on the way home on like a 40-minute drive, and I still smelled it in my car, and it didn't get any better. It just stayed that synthetic. So I don't think it's going to be any different on paper. I don't think it's going to be any different on your skin. Like I said, in my car, it was like that for like 40 minutes on my drive home from Ross. And yeah, I was very, very underwhelmed, very unimpressed, but not that big of a loss for $10. Right. I was curious about it. A lot of people were hyping it up, and it smells like whatever Lamel and blah, blah. And so it's like, okay, cool. Let me try it. Thinking I was going to get something that smelled pretty good, but it's $10 for a reason, guys. So not going to happen. Aside from that, I did order Curve, the original Curve for men. I did a review on that. A couple of things I didn't note in that review was that you don't want to overspray on the Curve, because it does get very cloying. Even though it's not a sweet scent, it does get cloying as far as it's very flowery, very, very perfumey, even for a male cologne, but I really like it. But it does get cloying, and it can kind of make you sick to your stomach if you overspray it. I think I did like 5 sprays total, like 2 on my kind of waist and 2 on my chest, and then 1 on my neck, a real good spray on my neck. And it really got strong and cloying in those instances. So as far as Curve goes, it's a great cologne. I also saw that at Ross. It was like $25. I think I ordered it on eBay for like $22 or whatever. So not a bad deal. Really, really like that cologne. Really think it's a good attention getter from women. I think it's underrated. Hey, that is what it is. But yeah, go easy on the sprays. I'd say 2 sprays total. Just boom, 1 on the left side of your neck, boom, 1 on the right side of your neck, and it's going to project really well for you. And I think it's a very attractive scent, even for a male, even though it's kind of a feminine scent. But yeah, with that said, can't recommend Cuba Gold. If you're at Ross, you'd probably be much better suited to pick up Curve, the original Curve for men. It's a pretty common cologne at like Ross or Walmart or whatever, and it's usually like $20-25 for like 4.2 ounces. So that's not a bad deal at all. Like I said, go easy on the sprays on that Curve, but I'd recommend that far more than Cuba. I don't think you're gonna be very happy with Cuba. I don't see how anyone is happy. Really very synthetic, really very kind of off-putting as far as the individual blue and red ones go. I do like the orange as far as like a new car scent, as far as like an air freshener. The Cuba Gold, I don't know what they're doing with that. I don't see it. I don't see the appeal. It's not terrible like the blue and the red one on its own, but you know, and when you mix it with the blue and the red, there's kind of a cool little scent there. But again, I don't see anything going as far as wearing it like a perfume or a scent out. I see more like using it as an air freshener for your room or for your car, and that's it. So anyway, I appreciate you guys listening. Pretty sure I'm going to start a new channel here with my fragrances, and actually give you guys some video of me and kind of do it right. Try to, at least. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try it out. But anyway, so stay tuned for that. Appreciate you listening. It's been Jay Lee, and this has been a fragrance review of Cuba classic perfumes and colognes for men. Thank you.